Good morning, small business world. My name is Leland McFarland with Small Business Trends, and you have arrived at the Small Business Spotlight, where we like to shine a light on the news, deals, and information small business owners want, need in order to be able to run their business successfully or just get a kick out of some fun stories. Anyways, let's dive into the news. The SBA doubles loan limits to $10 million, boosting support for small businesses. In a big boost for small business owners, the U.S. Small Business Administration, or SBA, has announced an increase in its loan limits starting July 4th. Patriotic for them to use that. Eligible borrowers can now combine the popular 7A and the 504 loan programs for a total of up to $10 million, double the previous cap of $5 million. This change aims to support small businesses as they grow and adapt to a recovering economy. SBA Administrator Kelly Loeffler highlighted that this enhancement is designed to meet the needs of businesses wanting to hire, expand, and increase production amidst high demands for American-made products. The 7A loan program offers flexible loans for various expenses, while the 504 program focuses on long-term financing for fixed assets like buildings or equipment. This new combined loan option is especially beneficial for manufacturers and businesses in sectors like construction and logistics, allowing them to boost productivity and stay competitive. However, small business owners should approach this opportunity with caution. The increased complexity of combining loan types means that they must be diligent in following application processes and compliance requirements. I've always thought that the government, and it's pretty common that the government has always been kind of behind the ball. And getting them to increase anything that they've set in stone is like pulling teeth from a tiger. It is just really, really hard. And for them, and I know that this is not a true increase, they're just allowing you to be able to combine a couple of types of loans, but it's a step in the right direction. I love, especially for that, it being for manufacturing. Hopefully, along with this, you get more jobs in construction. You get more jobs in the manufacturing plants that are potentially being built in this. And yes, we do need to expand how much money is able to be borrowed because prices are going up. Inflation is a thing, and to be stuck with numbers that were set decades ago is asinine. It's stupid. So I would all be for, hey, let's make this 20, 30 million or something to that effect. Let's actually make it increase with inflation so that businesses can actually utilize this. That's my 2 cents. YouTube has introduced exciting new feature designed to help small business owners improve their marketing efforts and reach customers more efficiently. These new tools are part of YouTube's demand gen strategy, which combines the power of popular content creators with artificial intelligence to create engaging video ads. One of the standout offerings is multi-module video creation tool, which simplifies the process of making impactful video ads. By entering a few prompts, small business owners can quickly produce quality videos that can be used across various platforms. This makes it easier and faster to create marketing content than traditional methods. Retailers will particularly benefit from this ability to upload dynamic product videos that adapt in real time to users' interests, catching potential buyers' attention seamlessly. Additionally, new features connect local businesses with nearby customers through Google Maps, which could significantly boost foot traffic. Moreover, small businesses are now able to extend their checkout links to 9 new markets, streamlining the path from product delivery to discovery to purchase. This functionality has even led to a 33% increase in conversions for businesses with several products. YouTube's tool also emphasizes easier campaign management and measurement, allowing business owners to track their marketing performance more effectively. However, adapting to these tools may require a little bit of effort and investment in time to learn them. So this is where AI is going to shine. I think so many people are like, oh, where do I start with AI? In the tools that you're using. And so if you're going to be using YouTube to be able to advertise to your customers, by all means, use their tools. Use what they have invested millions, billions of dollars into to be able to get a few more customers out of it. I would be a little concerned about how much this costs. Maybe it's not a lot, maybe it is a lot. It didn't really mention that, but if the cost outweighs, or if the benefits outweigh the costs, then it's a good option. If it's, oh yeah, I'm spending thousands of dollars on this new fancy shiny tool and I got 2 customers, and it's probably not worth it. Data center electricity usage projected to surge by 2050 in a significant report released by the U.S. Energy Information Administration. Energy consumption from data centers is projected to rise dramatically by the year 2050. The annual Energy Outlook 2026 indicates that server electricity use could soar to anywhere between 446 billion and 818 billion kilowatt hours. Sharp increase poses challenges for small businesses, particularly those heavily reliant on technology. As the share of commercial electricity used by data centers is expected to jump from 7% in 2025 to as much as 33% in 2050. Small business owners must now consider growing operational costs driven by their server needs, as well as energy required for cooling and ventilation, which could be significantly higher than traditional spaces. The increasing reliance on artificial intelligence in business operations could further amplify these expenses, promoting a need for businesses to reevaluate their use of AI technology. To combat AI rising energy costs, small businesses are encouraged to invest in energy efficient technologies and explore renewable energy options. I've heard reports too that a lot of these AI data centers are kind of looking into nuclear energy in order to be able to power them. In our area, my area, we got Amazon data centers all over, and I believe that they are looking into mini nuclear reactors all throughout the area. And I live in a desolate wasteland-esque desertish type area, and so there's a lot of open space, and to be able to potentially use that to host small, not football size, but smallish type nuclear reactors to be able to power these data centers, and hopefully maybe my energy bill goes down. I would love that if that were the case. I hope that using these data centers, because in any world, any situation, when something becomes hard to be able to move forward without change inevitably happens. So hopefully with this rise in data centers, we get rise in energy production that hopefully in the end actually becomes beneficial to the populace and makes it a lot easier to get energy. All right, Zendesk has announced a groundbreaking innovative initiative committing $100 million to support startups with AI technology aimed at enhancing customer engagement. This program, called Zendesk for Startups, was unveiled during the Relate conference and is designed to give entrepreneurs tools that could help streamline operations and improve customer experiences from their inception. Customer experience from, I guess, the business inception. Startups accept accepted into the program can take advantage of up to 2 years of free access to Zendesk's AI tools, allowing them to automate customer support and focus on growing their business without immediate financial pressure. Over 50,000 startups, including companies like 11 Labs and Canva, have already benefited from the program, which helps them avoid operational bottlenecks and prioritize innovation. In addition to AI capabilities, the program provides frictionless onboarding, dedicated self-support, and access to exclusive community events. Partner benefits from major companies such as AWS and GitHub further enhance the value for startup founders. However, potential challenges remain. Adapting new technologies. When you're doing a startup, there are always going to be challenges, and the big challenge is learning everything that comes with starting up a business. But I love the idea that basically Zendesk has a path for startups to be able to get 2 years of free help in making their sales support a little bit less frictionless. Now, after that 2 years, you're kind of cemented into their system, and so it's going to be really hard to be able to actually move off of it. So now you've got to pay, but hopefully within 2 years, you're at a point where the tools outweigh the costs of being able to move, or maybe it's just a good system and just keep going with it. All right. On to the deals. And we are on Memorial Day weekend. Go out, have fun, barbecue it up. Remember why we are celebrating Memorial Day weekend for those who had lost their lives in serving our country. But because of that, we get some really nice deals. And starting off, we have Best Buy. Best Buy has a sale going on where you get some pretty good deals. Up to $900 off of a camera, some good appliances. If you're in the needs for a computer, any kind of electronics, tablets, you need a video game system for the break room, I'm going to say no to that. Spy's got your options. Amazon's also a really good option when it comes to that, although I haven't really seen much of a good deal. You got to wait for Amazon Prime days for Amazon deals. Next, if you need office furniture, Wayfair's Memorial Day day sale, really good option to be able to find desks, rugs, curtains, all those kind of little things for your office to be able to make it feel a little bit more homey. It's a good option for them, and they got some good prices and some good deals going on. But where it really shines is we have Home Depot and Lowe's. When it comes to Memorial Day, they really love Memorial Day, and they really get some good deals to be able to find tools, garden equipment, make your front of your office a little bit better, make it look a little bit nicer. Really good deals when it comes to Lowe's and Home Depot. I'm not going to put any URLs because just go to the front page and bam, you're going to see Memorial Day sale right there and then. Onto our Reddit stories. Small business owner with 20 plus employees. Is company swag still valuable or just another unnecessary stereotype? I run a small business with 25 employees. We started more like a scrappy startup. So for a long time, the culture part was mostly just everyone doing what they needed to be done. With a bigger team, I'm thinking more about employee recognition and culture, but I don't want to spend money on things people don't value. For small business owners, what actually works best? Birthday bonuses, extra days off, or company swag? Public recognition, something else? I'm not looking for the perfect HR answer. I'm just more curious about what people actually appreciate when the company is still small and the owner is already wearing 10 hats. So swag, it just depends. If it's a company shirt, I get plenty of swag, not from I own my own company. I'm not going to wear it. I don't get myself swag. But if I go to events and I get swag, if I get a shirt, it's a work shirt. I'm not going to wear that thing out in public, unless it's to Home Depot to, get some home improvement stuff. The best swag that I have ever gotten that is an actual item was a pair of iPods. And you can get that. There are companies out there that will buy the iPods, put your company logo on it, and then sell it to you for a markup. But it's still a company swag. That's where I would put swag. But the biggest thing is going to be, public recognition. I mean, that is a really good boost, morale boost. But also time off. Time off is going to win hands down. Making sure that you are, a bit more generous with your vacation days is going to go off really well. I guarantee you it's going to go off pretty well. You don't have to worry about that. And yeah, if it's their birthday, give them a day off. I've had that where you get a day off on your birthday or around your birthday. It doesn't have to. If it's a Wednesday and you're like, I know my birthday is Wednesday, but I really like Friday, give them Friday. Be a little generous with that. That's going to go off really well. Do people actually support handmade businesses or just admire them? As someone running a small crochet business, I genuinely want to know, are people really interested in buying handmade crocheted products anymore? I've noticed that many people love the product, compliment the work, save posts, and even ask for price. But when they actually hear the cost, they suddenly feel it's too expensive. It feels like people want handmade items, but don't want to pay for the time, skill, effort, and material material that goes into making them. Crochet is such a time-consuming, especially custom pieces. Sometimes a single product can take hours or even days, and pricing it fairly seems expensive to customers compared to mass-produced items. Is this something all handmade businesses go through, whether it's crochet, art, candles, jewelry, etc.? Or is the market genuinely shifting away from handmade products? I'd love to hear honest experiences from both buyers and handmade small business owners. So it is difficult. It is difficult because putting in a lot of time and then asking for that time is always, no matter what industry you're in, to sit there and say, well, I am owed, this much an hour, and it took this many hours. But it's really hard to go, well, if I want a Pokemon crocheted plush or a Pokemon plush, there's a difference of like $50 between them. It's really hard, especially when you got a comparison to something else out there. So what I usually recommend when it comes to kind of like these handmade businesses is it's got to be something on the side, and it's got to be something maybe not necessarily custom. If you're taking a custom order, put it out there and say, these are my rates. Don't spend too much time on them, but just, hey, I'm watching a movie and I'm crocheting Pikachu or something like that, or I'm crocheting a dragon or something to that effect, and putting it out on your store. I've got it done, it's out there, put it out there, and put it at a price that you think can actually sell. It's got to be a full-time artisan, a full-time business. It would be very hard to recommend that as a kind of business type, unless it's something that can be produced quickly, but also has a high value. One of those things is usually woodworking, because that usually is seen as a high value item as opposed to something that's like crochet. So I've had friends who do jewelry, and they want to sell it in order to get their money back for what they do. It's something that they do for fun, and that's what I recommend for the handmade business. If it's something that's for fun, make it for fun. Don't turn it into a business, because then it's work. And then sell it online and try to get your money back or a little bit extra, and then do your 9 to 5. Restaurant owners, what actually works right now to attract good employees? We're struggling. We own a small restaurant and having a surprisingly hard time finding reliable servers. Our servers can realistically make between $5,000 and $5,500 a month with tips. That is nuts. The interesting part is a lot of our best employees actually eventually move on bigger opportunities, which I guess comes with hiring ambiguous people, but it still leaves us constantly trying to hire. Our other restaurant slash small business, for other restaurant small business owners, what actually works right now to attract and keeping good people? Where do you find them? And I saw this in the comment section on this, exit interviews. If they're leaving, ask why. Because $5,000 to $5,500 a month is great money for a server too. No college education or anything like that. That tells me that there is friction at the restaurant. There is a manager, there is a cook, there is someone making their life so miserable that they're willing to give up $5,500 a month. And that's saying a lot right there. So exit interviews, heck, reach out to a couple of people that you've worked with on social media or through text something, and just say, hey, real quick, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Tell me why you left. That would be the best way to go. My cafe has been so quiet. It's Saturday, and I've been open for 4 hours and have only sold 2 ice creams so far. I have a decent menu: kebabs, burgers, rice meals, low-carb meals, ice cream, and toasties. I'm even working on bringing in breakfast and coffees. Well, it's not a cafe, but yeah, you mentioned that. Okay, ever since I bought the business a few months ago, I've been barely getting by with the bills, let alone making any profit. I honestly don't know what the issue is. I film so many ads of my food and post them into local groups. I'm on every delivery platform and active in all the local community pages. It's starting to get depressing at the point I don't want to give up, but even if I did, who would buy the business from me? I do have returning customers who come in daily, so I know the food itself isn't the issue. When new people come in, I usually get good reviews too. I'm genuinely stuck. Is it the area, the way I'm promoting, something else? What is it? Perhaps I should have been more specific. I am located in Shells Beach, Auckland, New Zealand. My mistake. Nobody pointed out. Calling it a cafe, but I don't have coffee yet. Okay, so you need to do some better promoting. And it's not necessarily about putting out like, oh, this is the food. I would work on specials, like fire sales almost. So one of the businesses that I saw that really did well at kind of building themselves up, what they did was they put out basically lunchtime specials through text messages. And they said, from today only, from this time to this time, you can get 20% off of X or something to that effect. You know, your low carb meals. We're doing a 20% off special of our low carb meals, or take 15% off of ice cream, and put that on social media, put it out there. This was back before social media kind of blew up too much, and it was on everyone's phones. You know, everyone didn't have an iPhone back then, so they did it through text messages, and it was wildly successful for them. Something to that, to be able to, something that's shareable too. You know, putting out your food, putting out, hey, there's 20% off. All of a sudden, that's something that people are going to start sharing out there, saying, hey, go to this place. They're offering a 20% off deal. That's where I would go to boost a restaurant that was kind of struggling. And then also, just try to get word of mouth out there. Give them something, good experience. If you're wanting to go down the cafe road, one cafe that I've seen, they set up tea parties where you can schedule out a tea party. You get the fancy, nice table, and for a birthday party or something to that effect, and you have the tea party special, and everyone gets the tea of choice or 2 teas of choice, something to that effect, and then there's cake or something extra, and it's basically a little party option, and it's this fancy little thing for a woman's birthday party or a baby shower, like small intimate baby shower or something to that effect, that would be a good option to be able to drum up a little bit of extra business. All right, that is all I got for you today. If you liked this show, give it a thumbs up. If you came across this naturally, hit that subscribe button. I do this every Thursday. And if at any point you said, I want to do that, that's terrible advice, well, there's a comment section. Let me know your thoughts. And until next week, great weekend.